WWE Backlash in France just kicked off with a hardcore match between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus Sikoa and Tama Tanga. And the crowd was just losing their mind. Michael Cole said at the beginning of the show his watch was alerting him a decibel warning. It was 100 decibels in there. Like, the French people, this is their first, unlike CM Punk, I want to say pay-per-view. It's their first premium live event, and they were just, before it even kicked off, going crazy, going bananas. I understand from like a business perspective, the WWE wants to kick things off with something crazy. It's a live show. You want to burn down the house right off the bat, go nuts. So they do this hardcore match. But I don't think they needed it. Like, the crowd was so hyped that you could have just done an awesome, like, tight, technical wrestling match with these guys, and everyone would have been just as happy. Instead, they got to burst out all the chairs and the tables and do all this, like, coordinated garbage. They're going into the crowd. You can't even see where all the guys are. At a certain point, they even lost Tama Tanga, who, by the way, Hawkeye called. He wants his outfit back, bro. And so, yeah, it just went on a really, really long time. And this hyped French crowd, like, over time you could feel the dips in the energy. They would do something exciting, and then they would go fall silent again. Another chair shot, and they'd get hyped, and then they'd fall silent again. And, they didn't completely fall out, but the match just seemed to go on forever. Once you do all your moves and you've used every single weapon, and like, why are there weapons under the wrestling match anywhere? Like, who's the PA who put a kendo stick under a wrestling ring? Just little things that throw off the reality. I don't like that stuff. At first, I thought this was just going to be like a squash match because Randy and KO were just taking it to these guys so viciously, and they were just off to such a good start. But Sikoa had some self-respect. He started turning things around, and he took out Randy Orton just when you thought it was going to be like a double table finisher. Hit him with the Samoan drop through the table, and then Randy just kind of disappeared for the rest of the match. He came back and hit a big move. He hit the RKO on the outside table, but then he was gone again. He like knocked himself out doing the RKO, and that's when old boy Tama Tanga's brother showed up, and the match finally came to end. It was like a 35-minute match or something. Like, this hardcore thing went on too long. And, with the hardcore match, like I said, you want to use your chair, you want to use your table, maybe jump off a ladder, thank the crowd, and go home. It doesn't need to go on for a half an hour. Other than that, it was a pretty good match. This Tama Tanga guy, his work, oh my God, is not great. His look is not great. His faces are not great. I don't like this guy. I can't say anything good about him. But the other three guys, man, they at least put on a good show. It was just too much, too long, too hardcore. I want to see some wrestling. I want to see some athleticism. I don't want to see you guys going into the crowd. I know the French, they probably appreciated them, kicking things off, going into the crowd, right off the bat. But I can't even follow what's going on. The cameraman can't follow what's going on. We lost this new loser guy, Tama Tanga, in the crowd. So let's try to keep it in the ring for the rest of the premium live event. I was going to say pay-per-view. Again, we got 4 championship matches set to go. So I'm hyped for the rest of the premium live event. This has been another Dummy Take with your boy Diesel Time. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments on what you thought of this hardcore matchup between Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Sikoa, and Tama Hawkeye. I forgot his last name doing that bit. Peace.